Hi, my name is Patrice Gonzalez. I am the Stories to Go program coordinator with the Kansas City Public Library. If you are watching this video, you must be interested in becoming a Storytime volunteer. First, I want to thank you for your time and consideration in making the Kansas City Public Library's Stories to Go program your civic service. We truly appreciate you. After watching this video, there will be a link at the end for you to take a survey showing off what you have learned. These videos are a precursor to an in-person training. We wanted the in-person training to be strictly about storytime, so we made these videos to ease the onboarding process. In the following PowerPoint, we will discuss literacy facts on a national and local level. This video will show you that the issue goes beyond illiteracy. It isn't just about the inability to read. There are things that can set people up for failure. Unfortunately, education is not equally dispersed for all to learn. You will hear a lot about poverty and illiteracy in this video, so let's try and define these two terms. What is considered poverty? According to the 2011 U.S. Census, the poverty line is a family of 4, that is 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 18, that earns less than $23,021. Nearly 46.2 million Americans live below the poverty line today, meaning over 14% of Americans are considered to be living in poverty. What is considered illiteracy? Functional literacy is reading and writing skills that are inadequate to manage daily living and employment tasks that require reading skills beyond a basic level. The average American reads at a 7th or 8th grade level. However, the national average adult illiteracy rate is still around 14%, meaning there are 32 million Americans that read below a 6th grade level. Within that, 1 in 4 children in America grow up without learning how to read. Now that we have those terms out of the way, let's discuss the connection between illiteracy and poverty in America. 75% of Americans who receive food stamps perform at the lowest 2 levels of literacy. 90% of high school dropouts are on welfare. And reports show that the rate of low literacy in the United States directly costs the healthcare industry over $70 million every year. Since the Stories to Go program is specifically aiming towards early childhood literacy, let's discuss the unfortunate connection between childhood education and poverty in America. Children living in poverty have a higher number of absenteeism or leave school altogether to work or care for family members. 40% of children living in poverty aren't prepared for primary schooling. They are 1.3 times more likely to have developmental disabilities or learning delays. Low-income students are usually 2 years behind grade level by the end of 4th grade. By the time they reach 12th grade, they are 4 years behind in schooling. As discussed earlier, there are lots of inequality in education, specifically racial inequality in education, which unfortunately does need to be addressed. In 2013, the dropout rate for students in the nation was at its all-time high. 8% for African American youth, 7% for Latino youth, 5% for Asian youth, 4% for Caucasian youth. That is less than any other race. Black students were expelled at 3 times the rate of white students. Black female students altogether are the most likely expelled for fighting. Black students were more than 3 times as likely to attend schools where fewer than 60% of teachers meet all state certification and licensure requirements. Lastly, Latino students were twice as likely to attend the same kind of school as mentioned in the statement above. Having just discussed education and poverty on a national level, the following slides are specific to the Kansas City metro area and the connectivity between poverty and illiteracy within our local area. 466,500 people of individuals in Kansas City live below the poverty level, making that 18% of Kansas Cityans. That is higher than the national average of 14.7%. The number of students on free and reduced lunch in the Kansas City Public School District is 80%. The Kansas City population is made up of 55% white or Caucasian residents, 30% Black or African American residents, and 10% Latino residents. The other 5% are usually Asian or considered other, but a lot of times they can be lumped into the white or Caucasian category. The median household income in Kansas City is over $61,000. That's actually more than the median annual income in the United States, which is a little bit over $56,000. However, there are over 30,000 white or Caucasians living in poverty in Kansas City. That's 11.7%. There are over 41,000 Black or African Americans living in poverty in the Kansas City area. That's 29.6%. There are over 13,000 Hispanic or Latinos living in the poverty area in Kansas City as well, and that's 27.8%. This is the end of the Beyond Literacy presentation for the Stories to Go program. You can click on the links below to see where we found all of our statistics. Again, thank you for watching this PowerPoint and thinking about being a Storytime volunteer with the Kansas City Public Library. We look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to take the Beyond Literacy quiz and let us know all you have learned. You can click on the link at the last slide. Please click on the link below. It will take you to the Beyond Literacy quiz that we have created with Google Docs. Also, you will need to get a 5 out of 7 to pass this quiz and to be able to move forward with our in-person volunteer training.